2022 has been a rather spicy year in the K-pop industry, with bullying accusations going back and forth, BTS going on some sort of hiatus, comebacks from three of the biggest girl groups in K-pop. It's pretty easy to get swept away by the amount of information being spilled. As you all probably know, more groups debuted this year, with 3 groups in particular stealing the attention of the public. I am Riri Stay, and today I'm going to be ranking the new girl groups of 2022, and I'm going to start with stage presence. Now, unless you live under a rock, I assume you know what stage presence means. I found it difficult initially when I tried to rank them, because so many members of the groups had exceptional stage presence. However, after much contemplation I was able to choose and rank 5 members from all groups with top-tier stage presence. Coming up 5th in line is IVE's Yoo-jin. Yoo-jin is the embodiment of the word, striking itself. Other than her consistency in keeping her audience hooked, Yoo-jin is an avid user of facial expressions, and she uses them to her benefit. Besides, it seems like I am not the only one that thinks Yoo-jin has the best stage presence in IVE. Coming up 4th is Kep1er's Jao-ting. I'm not a dedicated fan of the group, so my ranking might be inaccurate. However, Jao-ting really stands out more, as she always seems engaged and interesting. Jao-ting and Hikaru are the only members with exceptional stage presence, but I'll save Hikaru's positioning for later. Coming up 3rd is NMIXX's Jinny. Jinny is my bias in NMIXX, and with good reason. You can never get tired of watching her perform. It's very obvious that she enjoys herself while on stage, and does the best she can. Coming up 2nd is NMIXX's Kyujin. Kyujin, oh my, I was speechless when I first saw Kyujin perform it. She's a notable entertainer and does her job well. I have binge-watched several videos of Kyujin, and I am stunned every single time. I am excited to see what heights she'd reach in the future. And finally, the position we've all been waiting for. Number 1 goes to LE SSERAFIM's Yeonjun. Amongst all members of LE SSERAFIM, Yeonjun is the only member that commands attention while performing. It's almost like she's screaming. Other than being a skilled dancer, Yeonjun oozes charisma every time we see her, and I'm totally here for it. If you've made it this far, you need a standing ovation, since this is where things get spicy. The second category I'm going to be ranking the girls in is vocals. I'm not a professional vocalist, however, and shall be ranking according to my preference. This also suggests that I would be ranking according to their vocal color. Sharing the 5th position are IVE's Liz and NMIXX's Sullyoon. Y'all, not even kidding. Sullyoon's voice is absolutely breathtaking. If you don't believe me, listen to this. I just had to put that video there. Pardon me, would you? Coming up in 4th place is Kep1er's Chaehyun. It was Chaehyun's voice that really struck me when I first listened to Wa Da Da. I loved the sound of her voice so much. that I even did a separate profile search for her. Her voice isn't just like the annoying and overtly nasal sound that some of the members of her group have. It's obvious she has had serious training, and her vocal covers are proof. Coming up in third place is NMIXX's Helen. Haewon's voice shows off years of training and learning various techniques, and I am baffled by how well she uses her voice.
Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I'd have had her.
Coming up in second place is LE SSERAFIM's Yeonjun.
욕심을 숨기다니 말들은 이상해. 겸손한 연기 같은 건 더 이상 안 해.
It's probably because of her opera training that Yeonjun has such a stable and euphonious voice. Because of her experience in opera, she has a broader vocal range and has improved breath support and technique.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
And finally, coming up in first place is NMIXX's Lily.
You thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. You thought I wouldn't sell without you, so now I'm million.
Lily spending over 7 years training has finally paid off, as she immediately gained traction because of her Western-like voice at the time of her debut.
So